Hello, hello, my beautiful mermaids and mermen, my sea sponges of the sea, my fellow Pisces. This is our daily vibe message from our guides for January the 19th. And this is Monday, the start of a brand new week. How are we looking at our week? You know, often Mondays can be kind of, but if we look at it as a new page turning, a new chapter, a new beginning, a way of changing things to make them better, it changes how we perceive things and how our energy shifts. Let's see what we have here for our tarot messages. We've been given the Four of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the Two of Wands, and our final card is the Justice card. Okay, let's see what we have here. I picked a combination of cards. I have a new deck here called the Unshakable Inner Peace Oracle deck, and you've seen the other ones in the past. So we're going to start off with our brand new card. And bear with me because it is a new deck and I have to learn to work with it, but it's beautiful. And I love how it shows all the different stages of the moon. And the moon is us in the traditional tarot card. And it says, you know, this particular card says what is has no bearing on what will be. Okay? For things to change in our life, we have to see things as we want them, not as they are. Chances are we've been focusing on what is instead of what might be. This is a reminder that the outcome we truly want and desire has nothing to do with the past of what is right now. Although our past played a part in our current situation, it does not dictate our future. When an aspect of our life is not working, we can shift out of it by focusing on what we want for the future. And I said that in the beginning here. How do we perceive our day to be? Where we stand right now is a pivotal point. Our future is in our hands. We get to create the experience we want, and the past has no bearing on what can be. So there's no future in our past. The past is over and the future's not yet. Breathe in to this moment and appreciate it for all that it is. You can realign yourself in the light by focusing on what you want in your deepest core. Step into this high vibration and avoid falling into negative thinking. Let yourself be drawn into possibilities of wonder and excitement and choose to focus on what you really want and need. So continue to focus on your ideal future. Now is a great time to create a vision board or declutter. Do feng shui in your home. Use crystals and candles. Go on a detox or start a new exercise program. Movement helps shape up stale energy, right? Focus on what type of life you want to live. Spend time each day visualizing how you want to spend your day. Remember to only focus on what you want. This is about us today, doing what it is we want and going towards that direction, having a clear sight line to do what it is we want and focusing on it, okay? So what does your ideal life look like and feel like is what this is about today. Think about that. Coming in under that, we have the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands is indicative of possibly losing some sleep, losing rest. You know, this is a card that says we need to pull back. We need to take a time out. We need to think about, resting up. Sometimes this is a card of insomnia. Perhaps, perhaps it's time to set up a proper schedule of going to bed and sleeping, right? But we may be pushing ourselves too hard lately and we need a break. So let's take our foot off the pedal and catch our breath. We need to relax and recharge and refocus. Once we've taken some time off to rejuvenate, we'll be able to face our life's challenges with a fresh perspective. So let's take sometime today, even if you're working, to take yourself out of the office or your workspace, just to open a window and breathe in fresh air if you can't get out. If you can get out on your break, get out on your lunch, remove yourself from your work and separate yourself to a better spot. Okay, so this is about living our best life, and we can incorporate our work and our best life by removing ourselves periodically just to be in the moment of bliss. Coming in next, we have Live Your Bliss. Yeah, this is our messages from our guides deck, and this is about us making ourselves happier. Okay, the emotions of happiness is like, a beacon calling us to follow its light. And when we hold this card in our hand, we think of saying, "It feels good. Let's do it." So the physical reactions that we have when we do something that makes us happy are like signposts from our guides, pointing us in the right direction. Whether we are consciously aware of it or not, there are unique lessons to be learned by following our bliss, following what it is that makes us happy. This whole reading seems to be talking about this, even in the other cards. So, it's time for us to be happy. It's time for us to do what's right for us. And it's selfless, not selfish to do that. We have the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is usually indicative of new love coming in. It's often the card that says, somebody could be coming into our life, bringing us love. However, it can also be the card that says the universe is showering us with that feeling and that energy of love. We're deserving of that. So it's a new beginning that's coming in, and it's filled with love. And we need to embrace all the good that comes our way and let our cups overflow with joy and happiness and bliss, whether it's a new romance or simply the love and appreciation of those people around us. So let ourselves receive that abundance with an open heart. So today's a day where we're going to feel great. We're going to feel great about ourselves. We're going to feel great about, about the people in our lives, because we're sharing the ultimate energy and that beautiful, beautiful bliss of love. Coming in with, what do we need to surrender to? Well, we need to surrender to play. Okay, we need to take a break from overthinking a goal and do something fun. And play is a time of recreation and rejuvenation. So it's time for us to just enjoy ourselves. This is all about our bliss and our happiness and feeling this overwhelming energy of love that we're vibrating at right now. So take that time out, take a break. Maybe some of you are going to plan a holiday, even if it's just a day away or a mental health day off of work and doing something that you love. Maybe you're going to plan a small mini vacation. Maybe you're going to take a couple of days away to just enjoy yourself. But you can remove yourself from any anxiety by just doing something that you love to do that makes you happy. Be happy, my beautiful fellow Pisces. Now, we've got the Two of Wands coming in, and the Two of Wands is us getting serious about our future and planning our course of action. We're going to stop daydreaming. He's standing there at the shore daydreaming, waiting for something to come in. And we're going to make a concrete decision and concrete plans. We have all the resources we need to make our dreams a reality. Now's the time to put our ideas into motion and see what we can achieve. So moving forward, this is also the card of duality, partnership. You might be thinking about taking someone else along on this next leg of your journey to share this with. Coming in next, we have the beautiful card of detour, and it says change course. So it's time for us to move in a new direction. It's time for us to embrace the detour and enjoy the scenery along the way. I always say that when we're in a detour and we're sitting in traffic, often we get stopped where we don't normally stop, and we have time to look around and we have time to process what is around our world. So change course. You may be having to change the way you think, you do things today. There could be something that came up today. A date on a calendar gets changed, the time of an appointment, or maybe some restructuring at your place of work. Maybe somebody's off work. You're going to be stepping into their seat or taking on a little bit more responsibility today. It could be numerous things, but definitely you need to think about changing course and moving in this new direction. We have the Justice card, and the Justice card is all about justice being served and often waived in our favor. So don't be afraid to face any challenges today, because it's like things are going to work out in your favor anyway when we get this card. So it's consider all the options and right now, and this considers, justice considers all the options and weighs the pros and cons prior to any other action. Okay, it reminds us that we need to be fair and just in our actions, and think about how our choices can be affected by others as well. Sometimes the right choice is not the obvious one, but justice helps us see all the sides of an issue, and we need to choose the best option for everyone involved. So let's just stay calm today and think clearly and trust ourselves. If things don't go to plan, if we act with integrity and stay true to ourselves, everything will work out in our favor. So let's have faith that imbalanced situations will eventually be resolved and justice always prevails. When we're feeling lost or alone, remember that justice is on our side. Beautiful. Okay, let's see what we have here for additional information. My fellow Pisces, let's see what we have. I trust everybody had a really good weekend. We're really pushing through at this time. The month of January is flying by. I want to take time right now to thank all of you who follow me and who have subscribed to my channel. You have made my Christmas gift come true. I am now over 50,000 subscribers. So if you've not subscribed to me yet, and yet you follow me every week, please subscribe. It's free. Click the bell button and you'll know every time I'm going out live, when I'm putting out videos, and what I'm doing. So let's see what we have here for our additional information. We've been given the card change. Yes, change course, reconciliation, momentum, and slow down. What's on the bottom? Star power. Love it. Okay, so here we are. There is definitely changes coming in. There could be a shift of energy and a detour that moves us in a new course of direction. We could be reconciling with somebody we might have had a disagreement with. Momentum's going to pick up. Okay, I see us moving forward and in a good direction. But at the same time, it says slow down. Think about what you're doing. You have star power. You have the ability to shift, change, and make anything happen you want today. There are often things come up, this detour as an example, that's out of our control. But how do we perceive it? How do we look at it? How do we accept it? That is where we stand today. Well, I wish you a great remainder to today and a beautiful, optimistic, healthy, happy, prosperous, and successful one. And always know I stand in this circle of love and light for you, my beautiful fellow Pisces.